Good evening, everyone. This is my last one for the day. I had to get to this one. It's out the email, right? And I wrote my notes on some cardboard. That's all I can find to write on. This is an email from one of you guys, one of my friends, my subscribers, my people, my family. And this one here, I didn't make it up. This really was an email, okay? I don't play games. Here we go. So I'm not gonna give his name because he didn't tell me to give his name. But he said he gave me his name, but I ain't gonna tell you his name on the video. But he's a 39-year-old white guy, right? Hold on, let me rewind. Big Ward at myyahoo.com. Any questions, any topics, anything you want some help with, let me know. And I'll get to you in the order that I receive them, like they tell you when you're on the phone waiting on the Indian dude to come back. Got it. He said he's 39 years old. He's a white guy. He was left a double wide trailer or home or whatever you call it. It was a double wide on a half acre of land by his parents, right? So he owns his own lawn service. He said he's doing well and looking to do even better this year. So he's working hard, got his own business, making good money. So he's new to the neighborhood, so he keeps to himself. But he realized something. He done moved. Hold on, I don't want to get to that point. He keeps to himself, but he noticed that it's a white guy up the street. In other words, gang activity in the neighborhood. I don't know if it's the only other white guy in this neighborhood, but he's moved in a neighborhood full of what looks like black people. Because he said he actually, his parents always got along with the people in the neighborhood. I guess they were like one of the neighborhood where just like a couple of white people and the rest black people, right? And he said his parents, they never had no issues with black people. They always got along, nice neighborhood. He had no idea what he was going to be in for, right? Father never had no issues with the black neighbors or whatever, no problem. He moved in after he inherited the property or whatever. It's probably some years later from when his father was living there and didn't have no problem with the black neighbors. Now he moved in, he having problems with the neighbors, right? He keeps to himself, and he noticed up the street that the other white guy in the neighborhood was getting shook, or as he called it, shakedown. Pretty much getting robbed by what looks like black people in the neighborhood. He said he like, man, I love black people. I ain't never had no issue with black people, so and I always trusted black people. I ain't never had no issue with, seen my father have no issues with black people. We just try to get along with everybody, like human beings. Never had no problem. Well, I want to tell you this here. You still ain't got a problem with black people. What you dealing with is you done moved into a neighborhood full of niggas. Don't get it misunderstood. You still can trust black people. You still don't have no problem with black people. What didn't happen is, when your father was living there, it was black people living in the neighborhood. That's why your father ain't had no issues. What's done happen is, I don't know why your father moved, I don't know if he passed, you ain't tell me that part. But for whatever reason, your father moved and left you the property. Those black people that your father ain't had no problems with, they done got the hell up out of there too. What's been happening is that same neighborhood where them black people used to live, they've been infiltrated like a lot of black communities have by niggas. Damn, I said I wasn't gonna say that word in the new year. I done failed my new year resolution already. Oh well, we'll try again next year. Lord let me live, see it. The creek don't ride. But anyway. Yeah, my friend, what's been happening is, you done moved into a neighborhood full of niggas. Them ain't black people. Don't get it twisted. Black people ain't finna do that to you. Black people not finna shake you down. Black people ain't in no games. Them niggas. So you ask me, what should you do? Get out. You can either rent the property or sell it. If it was me, cause anybody that would rent it in a bad neighborhood like that, they probably just as bad as the people that live around there, they're gonna tear your property up. So either way it go, you lose. So I would sell it, get what you can get for it, and get the hell out of there, just like the black people did. You in a neighborhood full of niggas, and you didn't know it. You said you hated to see what happened to the other white guy, how they shook him down. You don't want it to be you. You don't want that to happen to you, how they did him. And how you've never had to like defend yourself against that. And you ain't never had them type of issues where you got to fight and, you know, have no self-defense. You ain't never been around that type stuff. Well, you stay around there, you will be. You may not have ever had to defend yourself before. But if you stay where you at right now, you might well get used to it. It's going to be some self-defense going on. Or you're going to get taken advantage of. You say they were shaking down the other neighbor, the white neighbor. Guess who's next? You. I know it's going to come across as some of my haters that go big word again. He hate black people. I said the niggas. Black people are not bothering this man. Black people are not bothering you. Don't let the skin tone fool you. Them niggas. Them same people that you live around, I don't want to live around them. You braver than a lot of black people because we ain't trying to live around them. And here you done moved up in there as a white man. And see what you dealing with nowadays, see once upon a time, niggas didn't bother white folk. They only bother black people. But now we got a hybrid nigga. We got a genetically modified, created in the lab. They done went back to the lab and cooked up a new type of nigga. The way he terrorized anybody, white or black, he don't care. So now you dealing with that new breed, modern day nigga, that ain't scared of white folk. You better get the hell up out of there on the first train smoking. Don't worry about that double wide or whatever it is. If you can sell it, sell it. If you can't sell it, if you have to rent or whatever, but you ain't finna live there. They looking at you going to work. You say you got your own business. I'm sure you got your equipment out there. You're pulling up with your trailer behind your truck and, you know, you're getting out there working hard. They've been sitting out there all day long smoking weed, mojo, popping pills, playing the music loud. And they see you pull up. They start tapping each other. Look, there you go. There you go. Guess what's going to happen to you? Your lawn equipment finna come up missing. Your house finna be getting broken into. And you finna get robbed, if not killed. Think of the game. You asking me something you already know the answer to. What should you do? You said you're going to have to do something to start defending yourself. I don't even want to be in that situation. Don't put yourself in that position where you got to kill nobody or somebody kill you. If you know what's going on, you know what they got going on around there. Move, bro. Especially you say you got your own business, you're doing well for yourself, move. If you don't do it, get an apartment. If you have to rent somewhere, your life is more important than that double wide. I promise you. Sell that thing, man. Or if you can move it out the whatever. Sell it. But don't you live there. You got to get up out that neighborhood. You're going to be like the other white dude around there. Y'all going to be looking at each other, spread eagle on the ground, staring at each other while they got them pistols over y'all, robbing you. Black people ain't trying to live around there. What you doing around there? You're a white guy. Come on. The black people been moved. You didn't know it. They gone. They didn't. Adios. Ain't nothing left around there but them niggas you looking at. Doing all that, causing all that chaos like they do everywhere. So, you can stay, but if you stay, you better keep that AR-15 on you at all times. I don't recommend that because you might end up having to kill one of them. If you don't do it right, you're going to prison for some losers. Get out of Dodge, man. Sell it, charge it to the game, learn your lesson. Don't move around that type of crap no more. You should have known something wrong when you pulled up and started a car sitting up on bricks. Dogs running around the neighborhood loose. You should have known then. All them pit bulls. You should have known you were in the wrong place. But now you know. I'm telling you, pack your shit. Just like you said, you packed all your stuff up and moved in, pack all your stuff up and move right back out. If it's any time for white flight, as they call it, it's now. Get the hell up out of there. Or you going to regret it. So, thank you for watching. And like what I'm finna tell you, same thing you need to tell that neighborhood. Well, it ain't the neighborhood no more. It used to be a neighborhood, it's a hood. But what I'm finna tell you is the same thing you need to tell it. Bye.